Stetson and a few other players that we had that were able to both pitch and play position. Oh, look at this.
Fago rips it to the corner in right center. Coos is on his horse. This could give Stetson the lead. Coos around third. Here's the throw to the plate from Adams. He's in. Woo! 1-2. Slider struck him out. Pito is fired up.
He should be.
7 strikeouts for Pito. Soon with Coos and Fago to follow. First pitch from Thompson. That's hit in the air, right center. This should get a run home. Vaughn Watson makes the grab. The runners take off. The throw goes to third, and the Hatters have it 2-0.
Battle tested. He's been to an NCAA regional.
It's 1-2 to Coos. And he puts it in the air to center. This will get the next run home. Houghton makes the grab. McNeil takes off. Here's the throw from center field, cut off. It's 3-0. 1-1. Little grounder, tough play, ball charging, ball throwing, out number 3. Kyle Ball makes a terrific play at third, and Nunez. Bogart lifts it into left center. That's headed for the gap. It's down. It'll score another run. Bogart headed for second. The throw not in time. An RBI double for Austin Bogart. It's 4-0 Stetson. And Fago. He lifts it in the air. Houghton back. Ball tagging. Catch made. Ball runs. Hatters lead. 1-2. Taps it to short. Adams waiting back. Adams throws. Not in time! Payoff pitch. Struck him out. 2-2. Struck him out! And in one of the greatest games in the history of the ASUN Conference, Stetson survives Lipscomb.
Just another run-of-the-mill ball game for both teams. I give a ton of credit to Coach Forehand's club. They have unbelievable fight and grit to be with their backs up against the wall with a 4-run deficit and chip away and get to our closer, who's been stellar for us all year long. I want to start off by giving them credit. But again, it showed us a little grit too. That was probably our grittiest win of the year at the biggest time of the year. There's some plays that happened at that game that go unnoticed, and we just talked about the locker room. We go into extra innings and the heads didn't get down, but Kyle Ball moved up on a ball in the dirt that got him in a scoring position. Then we moved him with a sac fly and got him in with a sac fly. I know we didn't hold on to that lead, but we kept grinding back. And Cheech and I had a meeting this morning, and we talked about this tournament, and I said, you're going to have some big innings in the next couple of days. They're going to be the biggest innings of your life. And, I don't know if he believed me or not, but he did a heck of a job. This is a different atmosphere. It's tournament time. From here on out, whether it's here or regionals or super regionals, which we have experience in from last year, it's tournament time. And as much as you want to prepare your guys in September and October and fall practices for that type of atmosphere, it's difficult to replicate that even in the regular season. And for Mike Pachicha to come out there and perform the way he did as a freshman, that was outstanding. And obviously, I want to give a unbelievable shout out to Robbie Pito. Had his best start of the year, and he's had some tough luck. You looked at it in his record, and it doesn't it's not an eye candy record. And then you go back and look at those Sunday games, and they were a lot of 3-2, 2-1 ball games in the last 6 weeks. You saw his ERA go down, his strikeouts go down, his batting average against, but he wasn't able to secure the wins down the stretch. Today he stepped up and showed his best performance. So just a great ball game. 2 teams fighting in conference play. It goes to show you ASUN baseball is it's good baseball, and it's anybody can win this thing. It really comes down to that, and that's how this whole year went. I've said it yesterday. So,
Eric, not 1, not 2, but 3 go-ahead RBIs. What's going through your head during those at-bats? Just kind of walk me through it. I mean, you come up in a clutch spot every single time, and you delivered.
Yeah, well, pretty much in those last 2 at-bats, I knew the situation. I had to, get a sac fly. There was 1 out, and that was my job. That was my only thought at the moment, was to hit a ball in the air. And I did that, and I've been seeing that guy. I've saw that guy for the past 2 years, so I've been pretty comfortable with him when he's pitching.
Michael, it's been a week or two since you pitched last, but obviously nothing compared to what you saw out there today. What's going through your head that that last at bat? He's fouling off a ton of pitches, and you guys have been down to your final out twice in this game, and you couldn't get it done. What's going through your mind? That last at bat.
During that last at bat, I just focused on hitting the zone. I mean, that's one of the things that Coach T has always preached. Make sure to get ahead and counts, because then it's the batter's unbalanced. So it makes it easier for me. But that batter battled. I don't know how many foul balls he hit, but that was I just kept trying to hit the zone. And eventually I just tired him out and got through.
Robbie, how tough was it for you to go out there for 7 1/3 and dominate, and have to sit for the next 5 or 6 innings and just kind of be a bystander?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, especially as a starter. You always want to go, as deep as you can. And as much as I wanted to keep going, I knew, I was very confident in turning it over to Vlad. And, like Coach said, he's been locked down all year long. And, sometimes, you just don't have it. And, today wasn't that day. He got us a win yesterday against FGCU. So there's nothing to worry about with that, but it's definitely stressful when you get off and you got to watch from the dugout. So it was definitely tough.
Coach, you ever been a part of a 9th inning where he had it on cruise control the whole game, and then it was just bang, 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 like 5 pitches. You ever seen a switch just kind of flip like that?
Yeah, last year, right? Because it went for us the other way. So.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's these situations are tough to replicate where, it's heightened. You're trying to get your guys laser focused and locked in, and you try to practice that. And I think when the coach figures out how to do that, then they're going to probably write a $1 million book that's going to sell. But it's tournament time, and they're good teams. Like I said, you have to give credit. They came up. The guy he laced the ball with the wind, to get that. Their fastest guy comes up and hits one off the glove. We didn't make the play, and then they just kind of scrapped. And you saw them just trying to put balls up the middle, and they didn't have much going off of Robbie the whole day, and even Vlad when he came in to help him out. So, there's no recipe for it. You just want to try to make sure that the guys can try to stay focused and stay positive. And even when they tied it up, Vlad got the big out to get it tied. We came in the dugout, and the guys weren't our heads down. They were ready to go, and we had to try to grind out another run. We did that. We gave it up, and then we fought back for a couple more, and we were fortunate to come out on top of that one.
You guys were on the bubble last week to make this tournament. You knocked off number 1 yesterday. You have to win 3 times today, and now you're in the driver's seat. You're essentially 2 wins from going back to the NCAA tournament. The resilience of this team, especially when you come in this year with so many expectations. It's probably. What have you seen from them?
We've had some hurdles, and every team's going to have hurdles. But that's in the past. You can't. We're all baseball players and coaches at one point. We're players, and I try to tell these guys, there's no such thing as luck. You create your own luck. As much as we want to tuck our shoelaces in, and that's why we get hits or we wear a hat a certain way. We just got to move on, and we might have had some ups and downs this year because a guy got banged up or we lost a player, that couldn't come back or something for injury. But it's next man up. You never know when a guy like Cheats has got to come in and throw at a big game. So the past is past. They're all with the right mindset, and all those successes and failures are trying to prepare us for this tournament. Okay, so our goal every year is we're going to try to put together a schedule and try to win as much as we can to be in a position to get an at-large bid. And if that doesn't go our way, we have to refocus and rechannel and try to win this tournament. And that's where we're at right now. So we're still got ways to go because there's a lot of good teams in here. This game tonight is going to be unbelievable. I think Liberty is a heck of a ball club. I think Jacksonville's got tremendous fight in them too. So this is far from over. It's not even halfway, to be honest with you. So we have to just keep focusing, get ourselves hydrated, get some food in us, and get ready for tomorrow's game.
All right.